How'd it feel? Did it feel almost like your first day of school, getting on the football field?
Yes, sir. It was amazing. It was a great experience. I think I've been waiting for this time for a long, long time. So just being able to put a jersey on, my helmet, and going out there, it felt great. I'm excited.
Did you have any moments of kind of feeling overwhelmed or having to ask a lot of questions? What were your kind of feelings like out there in terms of understanding everything that was going on?
Yeah, I mean, of course, there's a lot of questions, right? It's my first time playing organized football, so of course there's a lot of questions. But I'm a quick learner, and the one thing that I can control is the work and the preparation that I do prior to these practices. So I think I prepared myself as well as I could. Of course, there were some curveballs that I couldn't, just things that I didn't know. But Coach P, or tight end coach, has been amazing with me. He's helped me through this entire process, and I know it's going to take longer than one day. This is a process. This is something that it's not going to happen overnight. But one thing I can promise is that I'm gonna put in the work.
Thanks, Sammis.
Sammis, what was it like working with Pete Hainer today? What did you kind of gain from him?
Yeah, I mean, it was great. He he is one of those coaches that is really going to push you, and I think that's the only way to be coach. If you want to get better, you got to have somebody in front of you that's telling you what you're doing wrong whenever you do something wrong. His standards of excellence are very high. I want to match that. I want to be coach. I want him to yell at me. I want him to tell me what I'm doing wrong. And I'm going to pay attention, look at him in the eyes, and tell him, Coach, I got you. I'll get it right next time. Let's go. So that's my mindset going into this.
How do you approach these next few weeks, few months, as you're really trying to get up to speed on a new game, really? And how do you kind of cram to get up to football speed?
Yeah, a lot of studying. Yesterday I studied for 10 hours and I felt like it wasn't enough. Today I got up this morning at around 4:30. I got to a facility at 6, and I studied, and I still felt like it wasn't enough. So I understand it's a process. This is not gonna, like I said, this is not gonna happen overnight. It's a process, but my whole life has been a process. And now, my previous tight end coach, he told me once that he who gets comfortable the fastest wins. So I just want to get comfortable fast so I can, learn and contribute to the team, which is what I want to do.
Hey, Sammis, what felt natural out there for you, and what felt uncomfortable?
Yeah, I think, I can run. I'm strong. If I got to hit a pad, I'm going to hit it with all the strength that I have. So those things feel kind of natural. When I was younger, I used to always wrestle with my dad. He used to always beat me because he was just so much bigger than I was. I don't think that's the case anymore, but back then, and just hitting the pad as hard as I can and getting to work on my routes, releases, and getting off the ball fast, and making tough catches.
And when you say you were studying for all that long a time, how much are you in your apartment doing footwork drills too? Or what kind of things are you doing along with that?
Yeah, so mostly, my girlfriend is gonna laugh, but I have a whole bunch of boards, like whiteboards, all throughout the house, and I'll have her call out a play, and I'll just have to draw it as fast as I can. And I think that's what's helped me the most. And we also, we have a lot of books, so I'll put the books out and try and get lined up correctly. And of course, it's not the same as being out there in the field. So this morning, before we started practice, I went out in the field and I just tried to get a sense for where I have to line up, what plays we're going to be running and things like that.
Hey, Sam.
I got it. Go ahead, Chris.
Oh, sorry. Hey, Sam. Just curious. I know you posted about working with former NFL tight end Logan Paulson over the last month or so. And he was telling me a little bit about what you guys are working on, but I wanted it from, I guess, your perspective. How helpful has that been for somebody that's obviously played the position that you're trying to play to be working with, in addition to what you're now getting at the facility?
Yeah, it's been great. I try to see him as much as I can. He played in the NFL for 10 years, so he knows what he's talking about. He knows, hand positioning and the little details that a lot of the times people don't pay attention to. He knows these things. So it's been great for me just, getting out there in the field with him prior to coming here in the mornings and, just kind of working the footwork, working the hand placement and different techniques that we have to use in the field.
and short on time, so we'll take two more.
Hey,
Hey, Sammis.
there, so to go, you're fine, I keep cutting people off. So real quick, I got to ask you, you're saying your girlfriend's involved in this this studying with the whiteboards.
Yep.
How many days have you guys been doing this? Because clearly it wasn't just yesterday for 10 hours. Has this been a common thing for the past few weeks?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I know that's the thing that's gonna take the longest for me to learn. I really have to put in the work when it comes to that. I can't, there's no way around that. I have to sit down in front of a whiteboard with my playbook and try and learn the stuff that they're gonna that we're gonna be using on the field. And there's no shortcuts right there. I have to just do it. And that's what I've been trying to do. And of course it's gonna take some time. I get certain things confused, but I think if I just have that mindset where I put my best foot forwards every single day, things are gonna turn out well for me.
And obviously putting your best foot forward, that's huge. And that's important to you. And Coach Rivera was saying, well, first impressions aren't everything. They are important to him. How do you feel like you did today? What was a first impression that you gave?
I think, the first impression that I gave was just being an effort guy, giving all the effort, that as much effort as I can. I am physically, I know I'm well prepared. I'm in great shape. I can run for days. So whenever I can show, my speed and, after catches, finishing strong every play, that's something that I have been working on for the past, months with the NFL IPP program when I was out there in Florida with them. So, I think finishing for me it was my biggest thing today. That was on my list of things that I wanted to accomplish. So, those things are noticeable, I think.